Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey, what's going on? Welcome to this week's segment of In the Kitchen with Crystal. I am Crystal Taylor, the owner of Fitness is Not a Game, and I am here to make meal prep easy, fun, delicious, and quick for you, and still be good to you and for you. And what are we making today? Today we are making high protein Chipotle burritos. So before we get started, cheers up. If you are here with me, say hey, let me know that you're here. And what we're doing as our base, a lot of times I was just talking to my son, usually when I do like burritos and quesadillas or whatever, anything with tortillas outside of tacos, I'm typically doing some type of chicken. But today we are going to use ground turkey. Now you can use ground beef, you can use ground chicken, whatever ground meat you like, but just try to get the leanest cut that you can get. So, to get started, I like to add flavor at all the levels. So, we are ready. Pull up my chopping board. Your girl is tripping. So, to add extra flavor to this here meat, we're going to brown our turkey first. I am going to start with some peppers and some onions. Dice those up in there. Add some extra chunk and flavor. So, oh yeah, if you're here with me now, say hey. Let me know that you're here. And if you're catching this on replay by chance, type replay in the chat so I know that you came back and watched, right? So I'm just about, I don't know, probably half of a large onion, somewhere around there. And no, one small onion, whatever. I just want the chunk. I'm actually going to coat my pan with a little bit of nonstick spray, just because they're veggies, right? Let me save in calories. You can use olive oil if you want to. I don't feel the need to add those extra calories. We're going to say what we can. Oh, yeah, make sure. I like the sound of a sizzle. I'm also going to add, for a little extra chunk, gonna add some bell peppers. I already have some pre-cut and frozen in my freezer, and I do this in advance for a couple of reasons. One, too often we buy veggies, fresh veggies, and we don't cook them immediately, so they go a little bad. So this is a way to save. Oh, it's cold. Save my fresh vegetables, and also to have them sort of pre-made. If I was just making fajitas, I wouldn't even have to do this part. I could just go them straight into the pan or the crock pot, the slow cooker, whatever. When I'm choosing for the day, but today I don't want strips, I want chunks, but I don't have to do all the cutting. Ooh, that would disappear. Just gotta do some cutting because it's already ready. All right. So that's one of my tips for you. Cut them up, put them in the freezer in advance so they'll be ready for you. And I love doing this for anything. I love peppers. So sometimes I cut them up, put them in my potatoes and my eggs. If I'm doing an omelet, anything. Just never know when they're going to come in handy. So I just keep them in the freezer. So I'm going to add some of these to that skillet with the onion to get that extra flavor and chunk. Because when, and I'll keep mentioning the chunk, because when you're eating, it should be a whole experience. It should be the smells. It should be all your senses. The taste, the texture, I said the taste, the aroma, all of the things. All of your senses should be heightened. That's why I'm using different colors. I don't just use green peppers, which you can if you like. But sometimes I throw in my red, my yellow, my orange, and that smells so good. Hey, but they add different flavor to it. So get these cooking down. As I can tell you about what else we're doing. And honestly, I'm only gonna cook this for a few seconds because I like for them to cook into the meat. So you get all the flavor at once. I don't really need this cutting board too much. Let me get that out the way. Just wrench my hands again. And then we're gonna get this, I'm gonna give me some water. We're gonna put this meat in here too. So we can get all of that browning at the same time. All right. So, like I said, I'm using ground turkey. I think I have an 85-15 mix. Not bad. Not my favorite. I prefer like a 93-7. That means it's 93% what is it, lean and 7% fat. But I couldn't find it at that particular store. So I went with my 85-15. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this in here with the veggies. And since it's a burrito, you know we gotta season this thing, right? So I'm gonna add however much seasoning my ancestors tell me to, using a homemade taco and fajita seasoning from the In the Kitchen with Crystal cookbook. If you have it, it's in the very back, the last page of the cookbook. Or you can use a packet of like the low sodium taco seasoning that you can buy at the store. But I personally prefer to make my own, so I know what's in there, and it's doggone good. And you see, I cook it directly into the meat. A lot of folks mess up because they try to brown the meat first and then season it. Now you gotta let them flavors cook into it instead of trying to just doll it up afterwards. It's like they said, what do they put lipstick on a pig? Now, turkey, ground turkey ain't no pig, but you get what I'm saying. You get the gist. I'm just crumbling this up. I think I'm on some more seasoning. I don't smell enough of it. I smell it, but I want more. I want more. Because that's one thing y'all got to do when it comes to food that you enjoy. Season it at every step. Season it generously so that you can enjoy it. All that bland stuff. Ugh. And I tell you, using herbs and spices or the boogie, because you don't have to use as much salt. Now there is some salt in this season. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that it ain't. Because it is, but you can make it salt free too. That's the other great thing about making your own seasoning. You can make it to your taste and to your desires and your goals and your health needs, right? So if you know you need to watch your sodium, make it low sodium. All right? So I am spreading it on out as letting that brown. It's on like a medium heat. I might turn it up a little bit as we get ready to make our chipotle sauce. So take another sip, y'all. So for this chipotle sauce, we're gonna use our blender to make it all nice and creamy. And if you know me, if you've been in, if you watch any of my segments, you know there's one ingredient that I absolutely love, especially when it comes to any type of Mexican food, and it is Greek yogurt or any type of sauce. Greek yogurt is an amazing base for our sauces. It adds that creaminess, but it gives you a good fat and it gives you a gang of protein, which helps you feel fuller longer, right? So we're going to use our Greek yogurt. We're going to get some chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. We have our onion powder, garlic powder. We have our paprika. We're going to use a lime. And now I believe that's it. All right. So we're going to use a cup of this Greek yogurt. And let me stir it on up a little bit. Make it easy to come on out. I tell you, I love using Greek yogurt. It is so doggone good. And it's crazy because I used to be like a real deal sour cream girl. Let me know if you like sour cream. But when I tell you I haven't bought sour cream, I can't remember last time I bought sour cream. And sour cream is one of those, as much as I tell you just stir this up a bit, I always tell you how to make the better, healthier decisions, right? So if there's a low-fat option, a sugar-free, whatever option, reduce sodium, go for it, right? To try to save calories or whatever it may be. Sour cream is the one thing I didn't want the low fat. I only wanted the regular Daisy sour cream. I didn't want no store brand, nothing. I'm typically not real particular or picky about brands, but when it came to my sour cream, that's all I wanted. Unless I was at a good Mexican restaurant. Make y'all's. The heck with that daisy. Do your thing. But I say all that to say that once I got up on this Greek yogurt kick, I was like, man, tell me I can still get the creaminess and the flavor is not exactly the same. Ain't nobody saying that it is. But I can still get it, and I'm saving some fat, and the fat I have is healthy fat, and I get protein. Say less. So I've been on that. So that's why I like to bring it to you all each week as a healthier option. Oh, that's a quarter cup. That's not what I wanted. And I'll do this 4 times. Because we're going to use a cup to make our Greek yogurt. I just grabbed it. I got so excited talking about it that I forgot to even look at what I was doing. All right. There we go. So a cup of Greek yogurt. And that's the other thing. I use plain, non-fat Greek yogurt. Again, making a better decision. And because even though it's Greek yogurt, and it's typically healthier for you, anytime you get a flavored yogurt or anything like that, that's a lot of extra sugar that you can avoid. And the cool thing, Greek yogurt is like the tofu of condiments. It takes on whatever flavor you give it, right? So if you want it to be sweet, it can be. If you want it to be savory, it can be. Just add your stuff to it. All right. So now we're going to do a teaspoon of each of our dried, our paprika, our garlic powder, our onion powder. We're going to do a teaspoon each of those. Oh, this! If y'all could smell this, when the technology coming that y'all can start smelling stuff through the TV and the computers and the phone, because boy, you might not need it, because if y'all smell it, y'all probably be banging down my door. Anybody got time for that? Get off my porch. All right, so a teaspoon of paprika. If you want a little extra spice, I had to make sure that was a teaspoon, not a tablespoon. Then you can do a smoked paprika, but we're already getting the smokiness from the chipotle peppers. They are in adobo sauce. So a teaspoon of our onion powder. And then a teaspoon of our garlic powder. That smells so good. And then put this teaspoon away now. And now we're going to get, I do need my word. No, I don't. Because we put it in the blender. We're going to use 2 or 3 of these peppers, depending on your taste preference. Let's see how big your peppers are. 1, 2. Ooh, where do you think I'm going? You already know. Oh, it's onion in there too. Oh, it smells delicious. 3. Let me grab that onion. That smells amazing. Keep that to the side. We're going to come back and use a little bit of this here sauce in a second. Oh, and then the juice of the lime. Let me move this thing around while I make sure my meat not clumpy. That's one thing I can't stand is clumpy meat inside of a taco burrito. I need it all to be small and minced up. That chunk. And plus, when you chunk it, that means all the flavor can get up in there. All right. And that's one thing I also like about ground turkey. Oh, that's one thing. I didn't tell y'all what it is. It's about that. But one thing I like about ground turkey that's different from ground beef, it typically cooks down into itself. Like a ground beef, you have to drain it because all the extra fat. The leaner the meat is, the less you have to drain, right? So getting that leaner cut allows you to just cook it on down and let all those flavors stay up in there. All right. So we are going to get us the juice of a lime. Then we're gonna blend this thing up because that meat is done. Then we're gonna put these burritos together. These burritos are great to make because you can make them. You can make a batch of them. You can serve them like everybody ready to eat, or they're also good to freeze and or refrigerate. And then that way, when you want one, you just throw that thing in the microwave. Your meal is already ready. That's the thing about meal prep. It's about being prepared for the next meal. It's not necessarily about having the whole week ready. It's about being prepared for the next meal. All right? So we got all of that in there. Now we're going to throw these things in the blender. Then we're going to put it all together. And then we're going to eat. Let's get it. Christmas. Lime, the peppers. Chow. Chow, chow, chow. Blend that thing up. Let it get this thing. I love when it all catches and it starts swirling. There you go, boo boo. Come on. Let me help you out a little bit. Sometimes you gotta help it out, move things around. When they get going, it's so doggone pretty. Oh, it smells amazing. Amazing. Oh, you know what? I knew what else I was gonna do. I was gonna add some of this adobo sauce up in here. That's what I'm gonna do. Get like a tablespoon of this sauce. We don't need all the peppers, but we want that sauce. Give me some more sauce. Give me some sauce. Y'all gotta forgive me. I told y'all I'm not being here by myself. Y'all not here with me. So I gotta act like y'all. There we go. Let that thing do its thing. It's all mixed up. Ready to go. As you put these burritos together. It's so pretty. There you go. So what we're gonna do, one thing I like to do for my burrito is we can turn it off now. Instead of me yelling. I like to brown them up. We're gonna wrap these things, and I'm setting preheating my griddle on a medium heat, and to add a little crisp to it, because it already sealed. The purpose of the burrito, of putting it on the griddle, is to get it to seal. But when you put a little bit of the nonstick spray on there, or like a little oil, it helps it to crisp up too. So it's real good. So let's put these things. Job together. All right, so for our burrito, we are going to use a low carb burrito. You can get whatever, burrito tortilla. You can use whatever tortilla you like, but of course it's about making the healthier decisions, right? So I like a carb control, high fiber, high protein, whatever you get, just try to watch your carbs and all that good stuff. So also, I'm going to use a blend of Mexican style cheese to go in here. Put up in here. But you can use whatever cheese you like. I couldn't find a reduced fat. I typically go for a reduced fat cheese, but I didn't see it at the Stizzo. So this is what we went for. Bars. Bars. I think I embarrass my children every day. That's the job over here. So I know my child can hear me. He's probably rolling his eyes like, is that my mama? Yes, I am. You will. All right. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this here meat up in here. This mixture. I guess I can turn so you can see it. Got my peppers. And if anybody who's joining, hey, I'm Kristen Taylor, and we are in the kitchen with me, where we're making high protein Chipotle burrito bowls. I started with a base of peppers and onions, added a pound of ground turkey, 85-15, get the leanest that you can find. You can use ground turkey, chicken, beef, whatever your flavor is, right? Season it up with the homemade. No, I can actually make these a little bit thicker. Turn this heat down a little bit. Homemade taco and fajita seasoning from the In the Kitchen with Crystal cookbook, but you can, that's fine. You can use whichever you like. If you have a store-bought, that's fine, but I like to make my own so that I can control it, right? And then made adobo sauce. Adobo, child. I'm talking about adobo. I work too much. Adobo sauce. Get some chipotle peppers with adobo sauce in it, and then I had some Greek yogurt, a cup of Greek yogurt, a teaspoon each of garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika. 2 or 3 of those peppers went in there. A tablespoon of the adobo sauce from the can, and then I added the juice of 1 lime. You see the thing? Click it down. Let me get to rolling, because I'm gonna be able to I can get 6 to 8 of these things on here without a problem. And I didn't forget my cheese, y'all. Just doing it different this time. This time around, had that heating up a little too long, because now my my non-stick spray turned brown, huh? That's all right though. That's just gonna be for the first coat. But you see how quick and easy this is. Throw this together. Just say you can make this for family time, make this for a party. You can make these ahead for yourself and just have some in the fridge or the freezer for whenever you're ready to eat. And that's what I like about that's what I do in the kitchen, because I want you all to have good, healthy, flavorful options available, because meal prep is all about having a meal prepared and or a snack, whatever. And one of my favorite suggestions is to just make some in batches so you have them ready early. Let's see about this. Ooh, I didn't turn that one right. What did it say? Oh, that one's good. That one's a little good. Why they not sealing like I like them to? What am I doing wrong today? I'm always doing burritos. We're gonna see how these other ones turn out, because they are not representing me correctly. Got me out here looking bogus. They still gonna taste good though. Sealed up or not. Sealed up or not. They still gonna taste good. But they usually seal very, very well. I'm surprised. We're gonna see. I thought I put it on the right spot. Maybe I did not. We're gonna try with these last 2. I don't like how dark that stuff is on that skillet, on that griddle, so I'm about to wipe that thing off. I'm gonna have me with black burritos. They don't even look appealing. Remember, I told you it's all about all the senses. You want to enjoy what your food looks like, smells like, definitely tastes. Look at that. I know like it. Let's see. Ooh, starting to get crispy. Woo! They go cook that one. Woo! Hilarious. That one's nice. Let's see about this one. That one all right. Child. I have to heat up too high, but they still cooking though. They're not burnt. They taste. Got a little smell on it. They still smell good, but I definitely had to heat up just a little high. All right, so I'm doing this last one. Y'all seen it in 20, 25 minutes. Let me see. I'm gonna make sure that's on. Let me do that again. Because I want to make sure these things seal properly. I don't like them falling apart. All right. Because that's what you want. Is like it's like a long loop. You want it right there. And that's where you want to cook that into. But they're closed now. So obviously I fixed them. This child had me out here looking bogus. All right. There we go. See that seal right there? That's what we're going for. That little line. That little line. All right. We're going to reuse this here plate for when we're done. Let me blend this up just a little bit more. Make sure it's completely blended. Take these off. There we go. That was good. Go in there for a minute. There we go. Woo, woo, hot. Child. Woo, child. These are Cajuns. Oh, that adobo sauce smells so good. But I turned this heat down. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right, let those cook for half a second. Let me get a little bowl. I know which bowl I want. There we go. Bowl I want. Put this sauce in here. That pretty sauce. Ooh, child. I'm excited. Hey, Miss Carla. Yeah, just a little char is good. Ain't nothing wrong with a little char. Ain't nothing wrong with a little char. All right, let's see how these are looking. Yep, these are done. Bam. Bam. 6 of them done pretty quickly. Look at that. We have our burritos. And we have our Chipotle sauce. Yeah. So, let's get into it. Let's get it. Cut this thing in half. Y'all can see the innards. I'm gonna get the hottest one. Put it back in there. Y'all missed a little cheese pull. And then we just gonna dip this thing up in here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All the way. Man. Don't y'all judge me. In your spoon. I don't have to double dip, triple dip. I'm actually gonna share this sauce. But child, I gotta get some more. I gotta make sure that first one wasn't a fluke. Let me see. No, not a fluke. And it has a little bit of a kick. So, oh, I like that little bit of kick. It made me want to throw some jalapenos up in here and some sriracha. A little extra kick. When I make my other ones. I'm sorry. But I feel like I gotta finish this half. This is good. Child. Miss Carla, you make it like that? A little cooking alone. Well, this is good. Come through adobo sauce. And you good. Excuse me. I'm trying not to be all ratchet, talking with food in my mouth. But you can do this with shrimp, with shredded chicken, with steak. Oh, this is good. This will be good no matter how you make it. Child, whenever you make it, I see Miss Carla said she didn't make it today, she just watched it. Miss Carla, when you do, and everybody else, when you do make this, and you should make this, make sure you tag me. It's full of protein, low in fat, low in carbs, help you build muscle, lose weight, all those things that we know that you want. So, I am Crystal Taylor. I'm about to get out of here so I can finish eating this. I hope you enjoyed this segment. Make sure you leave your comments below. When you make it, tag me, let me know. And if you go out in these streets, please be safe. Because I just want you healthy, I want you happy, and I want you here. And I can't wait to see you next time. So y'all be good. Or what? Be good at it. That's what my mom used to say. All right, y'all.